The Boston Celtics have been vying to win a championship for years now. They've made it to the playoffs for almost a decade now, having made it to the conference finals multiple times and even to the finals in 2021-22. But, like always, they have failed to win that trophy. This year, however, they look to break their 15-plus year wait for a championship. Hello and welcome back to NBA Swish. Today we're going to be discussing how the Boston Celtics plan to rob the NBA Finals. I know what you must be wondering. How will they manage to do so? Who will they beat? Well, stick around till the end as we answer this question and more as we discuss how lucky the Leprechaun is this year. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. After losing out to the Warriors in the 2021-22 NBA Finals, everyone knew that the Celtics would go all in to win another championship, given how strong their squad was with the likes of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown absolutely dominating their offense. And that's not all, because their overall defense as a team was just perfect. Everyone knew that they would be contesting for championships for the next few years, at least as long as they kept building the team around Tatum and Brown. Then the 2022-23 season came, and the Celtics started strong, barely missing out on the top seed coming into the playoffs, and they shrugged off teams like the 76ers, but couldn't take out the Miami Heat, the dark horse of the playoffs. But the fact that Tatum was nursing an injury throughout the playoffs, and yet the Celtics managed to power through the series, goes on to show how the team possesses grit and composure on the biggest stage when it matters most. I know that there's some out there that would think that this is the last time that the Celtics would be trying to win a championship, but no, folks. They are just getting started. Knowing that this was their best chance of winning a championship after more than a decade, their front office did not hold back in the offseason. While they were just one win away from returning to the finals, that didn't stop them from making significant moves. But their moves weren't fully met with enthusiasm. They traded away fan favorite Marcus Smart for Kristaps Porzingis, a move that raised some eyebrows. And why wouldn't it? Marcus Smart was instrumental for them throughout the previous years. But Smart wasn't the only trade that they did. They also traded Robert Williams and the reigning sixth man of the year, Malcolm Brogdon, in exchange for Drew Holiday. And I guess that Game 5 against the Bucks was really cemented into their memories that they went for Holiday. So now let's talk about these trades. Sure, both Porzingis and Holiday are decent signings, but there are some negatives too. Like, for example, with these moves, the Celtics sacrificed some depth, especially in their second unit. This will cost them in the long term, as players like Marcus Smart and Brogdon would have been really handy if the Celtics had played the long game. However, their starting five, consisting of Holiday, White, Tatum, Brown, and Porzingis, have been nothing short of spectacular. It's way better than before. And that's not all. Their starting lineup boasts the highest net rating of all five-man units in the NBA, with a net rating of +4. This has propelled the Celtics to a fantastic start of 7-2 and currently second best in the East. Basically, they sacrificed their future and depth for some immediate success. You can bet they are looking forward to finally winning that championship. But just how have they managed to do all of this? Well, what makes their starting lineup so formidable is their versatility. All five players can shoot, drive, and pass the ball at a high level. Their collective hot shooting on the floor has created excellent spacing, allowing them to consistently find open driving lanes. These individual traits, along with their excellent coordination and plays, make them look like the team to beat this season. This is probably their best chance of winning a championship, I'm not gonna lie. When teams send help defensively on drives, it often leads to open three-pointers, and the Celtics are hitting those open shots at a remarkable 40%. Now that is an amazing stat. It seems pretty obvious that they've been working on their shooting, especially beyond the arc. Three-point shooting also suits their lineup really well, as almost all of them can shoot, and Porzingis can help with resulting rebounds too, in the case that they actually miss a three. And the Celtics have also developed an interesting tactic on the other side of the court as well. Their 5-out spacing generates great shots and forces opponents to pick their poison, either give up a dunk or layup at the rim, or send help defense and give up an open three to a sharpshooter. Having to pick and choose can really come around to bite a defense. It causes a lot of turnovers for opponents. No wonder they've started the season so hot. It's simple logic. You can't drive inside since they're loaded as a unit. And if you go for threes, you can't outscore the Celtics solely based on that they are, well, better with threes. Another point worth mentioning about the Celtics is that a significant part of their offensive success has been thanks to Kristaps Porzingis, the unicorn. He has been a force in pick and roll situations and as a pick and pop threat. When the Celtics aren't making space for threes or driving in lanes, they're using Porzingis. He really has been unstoppable this season. We can already see a power trio in the making with Tatum, Brown, and Porzingis absolutely picking apart defenses with their coordination and flair. But that's not only what Porzingis can do. Besides being an amazing big man, he can drain open threes at a high percentage, and his height and high release point make it challenging for defenders to contest his shots. It really is just a kind of cheat code. Moreover, he's a deadly roller to the basket as well, and his size and athleticism make him an excellent lob target. Basically, he can do everything. It's no wonder they sacrificed Marcus Smart for him. The fact it gives them an efficient scorer that can shoot threes and in the paint and is tall, which offers the Celtics much needed physicality, something that they lacked previously, shows what an amazing trade this was. That is some excellent scouting by the Celtics. I am positive they will win a championship thanks to this change. But Porzingis isn't just an offensive juggernaut. He's been fantastic on the defensive end as well. This is where a lot of difference has come because the Celtics did not have a proper center before that could protect the rim. While they were good defensively before, now the Celtics can easily boast one of the best interior defenses in the NBA, largely thanks to his rim protection. And I don't think he's like a lot of your regular centers. He's not just about shot blocking. He knows how to stay on his feet, not bite on pump fakes, and force opponents to finish over his 7'6" wingspan. You can tell he's trained a lot this offseason because he looks way sharper in defense, using his size to his advantage effectively. Overall, I think the Boston Celtics have boldly reshaped their roster, trading depth for a substantial talent upgrade. You've already seen how their formidable starting lineup is a juggernaut on both ends of the court, showcasing the potential to not only make a deep playoff run, but actually win the whole thing. With a lethal mix of skills and chemistry, the Celtics stand poised to reclaim their spot in the NBA Finals. Let's hope they're lucky this time around, as they really deserve to win it. I know a lot of people think the Denver Nuggets, or even the Bucks, thanks to the trade of Damian Lillard, will win the championship. But truth be told, you guys are sleeping on the Boston Celtics. You can absolutely bet that they will rob the Bucks in the East and Denver in the NBA Finals. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. Just wait and watch. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.